Today, this is the cadet dilemma, Dexler. So my report all about that. Is there is uh, is there globalization without media? And my answer um, is there partially no globalization without media and communications. Yet this relationship is so obvious it is often overlooked. It will be invaluable to students in international media, cultural studies, communications, and international relations. So, so to the review, globalization is is a result of media and migration, and it is not a simple one-way process. Example: a paradise agreement of disjuncture and existence of multiple landscapes and globalization occurring from both development from west and east. And furthermore, globalization has changed the world, has increased interconnectivity between people across the world with the help of media and communications. So, however, one may argue that a major consequence of globalization is that it eliminates face-to-face interactions dialogical in a context of co-presence which involves a two-way flow of information and dialogical in character. So studies of on globalizations started to emerge in the early 1990s in different fields. In communication studies, media and globalization are two words that seem to be repeated over and over again. However, their mutual connection is not visible. This is largely because most globalization theories have neglected to consider the role of media and communications within globalization. So the definitions of globalization formed by theorists do not directly mention media and communication. Example, Giddens' definition of globalization in 1990s as the intensification of worldwide social relations. So that's all. Thank you.
I'm Cadet De La Torre, and I'm here to discuss about what is the role of media in globalization. If we talk about the role of media in globalization process, we should firstly say that what is the media is. So the media is a media technologies that are intended to reach a large audience by mass communication. For example, television, radio, advertising, movies, the internet, newspapers, and etc. So, what is the role of media in globalization? Today, the media play a key role in enhancing globalization, and the media also play important role in facilitating culture, exchange flow of information between countries. The media spreads through international new broadcasts, new technologies, television programming, film, and music. There are a lot of broadcasts of media. For example, you can say about internet, TV, radio, newspaper, books, billboards, and etc. The media connects the world to a network of information easily accessible for all of us. In this discussion arises a question: which role has media in globalization process? I think the role of media in globalization process is very important. At my point of view, and the media is a part of the globalization process. It is like linchpin of globalization process because media shares everything that the globalization process dictates. The important role in globalization process has internet which connect all the countries around the world. Internet is called World Wide Web.
Hi, I am Mariano Bandelaria and today I'm tackling about the pros and cons of media globalization. Okay, first, what is media? Media is a communication outlets or tools used to store and deliver information or data. Okay, the term refers to components of mass media communications. Uh, Industries such as print media, publishing, the news media, photography, cinema, and broadcasting. For example, radio and television, digital media, and advertising. So, let's talk about the advantages of media in globalization. Advantages of media include that it allows information to be dispersed quickly and that it allows people to learn about cultures of other than their own. And also, there are many advantages. Now, people can have easier access of television, radio, internet, and in fact they have access of other countries. Also, the advantage of media is that it exposes us culture, art, and ways of life which we should otherwise never have known. And advantages of media include that the fact that media provides a way of information and news to be widely shared. This information ranges from basic stuff like the local weather, upcoming events, to the exposition of injustices. A great example to consider is COVID-19. If there was no media, for example, newspapers, radio, television, websites, etc., social media, it would have been very difficult to spread the news that we are fighting a deadly virus and that toll would be even higher. So, let's go to the disadvantages of media in globalization. Technology makes us vulnerable. We have become so dependent on technology through online shopping, online banking, and data storage that we are more likely to have our information stolen so that could be financially decimated with a short period of time. Other disadvantages of both technology and media is the flow of inappropriate content to certain age groups. With easy access to television and internet, young children and teenagers are exposed to inappropriate contents such as pornography, drug use, violence, and criminal activities. There are so much room for digital divide where persons who do not have media access and technology become more isolated in relation to the rest of the world, thereby creating global inequalities. All in all, media gives rise to a need for good judgment and discernment which are not attributes possessed by everybody. That's all. Thank you.
Is media globalization a form of cultural imperialism? As technology develops, technology made it possible to make a worldwide movement toward economic, financial, trade, and communication integration, which is called globalization. However, it turns out globalization paradigm had its flaws, and these flaws are described as cultural imperialism. Media globalization is a form of cultural imperialism as the media is tied in with the cultural concept which originate from the financial feelings of dependency.